Hey cousins, how are you? Welcome to another video for Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I am Ruby Baby, or Angie. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me real quick. I have a few things I want to show, and I have to say thank you again, like for all the support and everything for the Keyhole scarf. It is doing very well, and I'm excited to put out a pattern that's much desired, and I'm excited to make a lot of people happy with their new makes. And because of it, I've been very busy making them myself for custom orders and things like that. So like, I don't have a lot of makes to show today, because unless you want another Keyhole parade, I got nothing else to show you, because that's all pretty much all I've been doing lately. So they come in all colors, and I mean, even though it's a simple stitch and you know it can get repetitive, I'm not bored making them just yet, because I haven't made two of the same. So you know, just to see how colors, you know, formulate and things like that. So I'm really happy and excited about that. But I wanted to hop on and say hi to everybody, because we haven't spoke since like Thanksgiving. So you know, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and are preparing for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate coming up or whatever. Or if you don't, like, just hope you're just enjoying winter and things like that. We had our first snow last week, so that was nice. My boys got to go out and play in it. It was only like 2 inches or whatever, but 2 inches of fun is what they had. And it was gone the next day because it was warm and it melted it all away. So but the boys are enjoying the weather, enjoying, you know, all that this community has to bring. So that's great. And yeah, so I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I had posted when my husband and I, we went out to pick our tree, and most of the time we get a real tree, especially now because of all the expenses. We can't even afford to buy a beautiful artificial tree, so real tree it is. and so normally where we moved from, you go to like a parking lot or a place where they sell trees, and you just kind of go through the inventory. You pick that one, and you know, they close it up, wrap it up, and they put it on your car and send you on your way. So we found a tree place in our new community, and we went there, and you know, they parked the cars or whatever, and they had this big billboard that that had all the different tree breeds or whatever, different kinds of trees that you can get, the type of bristles that they have, and you know, all of these things. So you know, we said, oh, where, you know, we actually kind of like Douglas fir trees. So he was like, where do you keep the Douglas firs and things like that? And they give us the directions, a little map and everything. And then they handed us a saw. They handed us a saw, and we was like, oh, like, we don't get to just tell you which one we want and you just give it to us. Like, we have to like chop it down. So that was an experience, to say the least. And furthermore, the day before, it had rained really bad, so the whole field, the whole area was like muddy, and it was just, and my kids was just like loving it, just running around, getting muddy, getting dirty, and I'm just getting anxiety because I'm like, who's gonna clean these shoes at the end of the day? But you know, we went out, and we walked around, and we shopped all the trees, and all the trees were like a flat rate, so you can go from little Charlie Brown Christmas tree to, you know, 20-foot tree if you wanted one. So so we shop around, we find the tree of our dreams, and it looks beautiful when it's outside, and we clearly saw that it was a big tree, but I don't think we fully understood how big the tree was until we were trying to chop it down and then trying to get it into the house. Oh my God, what a day. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, so we chopped down the tree, and then after we got the tree knocked over, we looking at each other like, okay, so how we gonna get it to the front of the field? Like, because we're looking around like, what happens now? Okay, we picked that tree, we cut it down, and so they had like these little tree dollies or tree carts, so we had to get a cart and put it on the cart, and then that's when we realized, oh, trees are really heavy. So we struggle ourselves and get this tree on the cart, and it has to take the both of us, and we're like trying to get under the tree to even get to the handle of the cart so that we can pull it. So we pull in the tree and everything, and we finally get to the front, and you know, they have a machine that closes it up and it puts the netting around. They put it on top of your car and everything. So all of that was good. Getting it home was fine. Then, you know, we had to strategize on which door we were going to use to get it into the house. And, you know, once we got it into the house, it was a huge tree. I don't know what we were thinking. We probably wasn't thinking. We were just thinking, oh, it's our new house. It's our new experience. We have a super large living room with super high ceilings. So, like, we wanted to fill the room with the tree. Well, that we did. We definitely filled the room. Once we got it in and got it standing up, you know, that's when we you know, opened the netting, and it opens up. And once it opened up, we couldn't see the fireplace or the TV. Like, it just took up the whole, it filled the room. I'm just gonna say it filled the room. And then so we got the real meaning of trim the tree. Like, you hear it in songs and all of that stuff, but we really got to know what trim the tree is. So we had to, like, my husband was like hacking at each branch and trying to shape it and all of that stuff just to make it fit in the space where it belongs. So it still looks humongous in its space, but it's beautiful. It's really nice. You know, the smell of pines filling the room and all of that stuff. So I took some pictures. I have the video of us cutting the tree down, so I will share that with you guys if you're interested. I'll share all the like little story things at the end, so that way if you want to see it, it's there and available, and if not, then, you know, you can say your farewells at that point. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing, just preparing for the holidays and things like that. Oh, like, I really haven't spoke to you guys in a long time. Like, for Thanksgiving, I was so sad the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, because I was just thinking like how I missed my family, like my mom, my sister, because they live in Virginia and I'm here in New Jersey. And I was saying how I missed them and everything, and I was at Walmart, like, picking up some odds and ends, like some butter, some stuff that, you know, plates and stuff that I had needed for, you know, our little Thanksgiving. And it was like, you know, it's just gonna be us. I'm not even gonna cook a big dinner, because like my kids don't even eat Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that. So like Thanksgiving fixings, they're not into like the good old macaroni and cheese, collard greens, you know, yams, all that stuff. They're not into it. They're not for it. So I was like, okay, it's just gonna be a fish stick Thanksgiving. And as much as I've been working and traveling, I was very much okay with that. Like, I was okay with just hanging around in our pajamas, watching a couple of movies, and just chilling or whatever. And the night before, so, you know, Wednesday I had my feelings, and then I just went to bed and hadn't planned on cooking. And my mother-in-law, she had like cooked the whole turkey, and I'm like, why are you doing all of this? Like, who's going to eat all this meat? Because it's just the 3 adults and the 2 kids, and only 2 of the adults eat turkey, and she made a whole entire turkey. So it's like, why are you doing all of this? And she had fried up some chicken. So I'm like, okay. I didn't pay it no mind. I just was like, why is she making all this stuff? She's like, because it's Thanksgiving. Like, that's what you do. Like, you're supposed to cook, and you're supposed to, you know, be merry and, you know, enjoy family. So I was like, all right, fine. But, you know, it's just us. So again, didn't think nothing of it. About 2 o'clock in the morning-ish, my husband gets up and he's like, babe, you got it. Now I'm asleep. So he's like, babe, you got to get up. You got to see this. Look what he was saying. Look what one of our sons had done. And he was like looking over the balcony over into the living room. And he was like, look what he did. And I was like, before I even got rolled out the bed, I was like, is this going to make me cry? Like, cause like my kids be getting into some things and they be hurting my feelings quite often. So it's like, you know, what now that you have to wake me up out of my sleep to get me to look at whatever this is. So I go and I'm still like fussing a little bit, and I'm walking towards the balcony area. And when I looked over, my little sister was just standing there like with her jazz hands going like, look, surprise. So I was like, I double took, I was like, clean my eyes out and everything. And I looked down, I was like, oh my God. And then I ran downstairs, almost like fell down the stairs trying to get to her and then embracing her like, oh, you know. I was so happy because her, my mom, my brother-in-law, my niece and my nephew, they all came to have Thanksgiving with us. And it was like Christmas Day on Thanksgiving. So I really enjoyed their company. They stayed for the weekend and it was wonderful. So that's why I didn't get a chance to record then, because they were here and I just wanted to spend every last minute with them. Oh, we made something too that I also posted on Instagram. I'm gonna go get them at the end. But me and my sister, we get artsy and craftsy sometimes, and we had made some African American wreaths for my walls, like, you know, to decorate my craft room or whatever. And she gifted me the one that she made of her. So and that's the thing too, she sent me all the supplies. Like, she just said, because she was saying how she wanted to make them, and I was like, well, why don't we coordinate all the supplies and we can just do like a Zoom call or a FaceTime, and we can still kind of be together and craft together, and I'll just have the supplies here, you have the supplies there. She's like, oh, that's a great idea. So she started ordering all the supplies, and she kept sending me 2 of everything. So I just thought maybe she wanted me to involve my mother-in-law into the crafting thing or whatever, so I would have enough and invite her. But it turns out she was buying 2 of everything because she was going to be here, and she knew it. So I was very happy and excited about that. So that made me very happy, and I got to spend some time with them. And then that was it. And then they left, and then, you know, back to regular scheduled program. And so, yeah, so I don't have a whole lot to show you guys. I mean, I just gave y'all 13 minutes of storytelling. But, you know, we're cousins, right? We got to catch up, you know, when family, you know, is away for a while. We got to, you know, catch up. So that's it. So if you're new here and you know, I'm throwing the cousin term around, you just got to know, once you subscribe to this channel, we are family. So that's why, you know, we're always family anyway. But like, once you like officially like want to hang out here, you are loved and you're my family. So that's pretty much, you know, in a nutshell what that is. So I want to thank you all for all the suggestions. Like, when I showed y'all the yarn I had at the last video, everybody's like, oh, you can make a bag or a basket. And like, I promise you, that was definitely not something I thought about. But it was like an instant light bulb, like, duh, like, you can definitely do something amazing and great with that yarn. So thank you all for all your suggestions for that or whatever, because I'm definitely gonna do something to that effect when I get a chance to do that. I started making myself this really nice, I saw a really nice pattern for a it's kind of like a poncho, but another poncho situation with sleeves or whatever. And I don't have the pattern or the yarn with me right now, but like soon as I started it, that's when the Keyhole scarf got released, and then like everything just kind of snowballed into Keyhole scarf then consumed my crafting life right now. So I had to put that to the side. So I'll probably still make it, but I probably won't be able to wear it until next season, which is fine. But when I'm able to pull all that stuff out, I'll definitely show it to you all and show you the yarns I chose. But I do have lots of acquisitions since then or whatever, and I just want to share those with you really quickly and inspire you all if I can. So I do want to say I did get my very first Happy Mail Christmas card. I'm so happy. Like, Happy Meal really does make me happy. Now, I had I never mentioned that I opened the post office box or whatever, but you know, it is available in the description. And so I received my first card in my mailbox. Like I actually went to the post office to ship stuff out, and I just was like, well, while I'm here, let me just check my box, because I wasn't expecting anything. And sure enough, when I opened the box, it was something in it. So I was like, oh, look at that. And it's from none other than Michelle Chapin. So let me tell you about Michelle. Like, she's like one of my very first subscribers. Like, she's been with me from the very, very beginning, like early. She's the one who actually helped me come up with the name Shacket for the shacket that I made. And she is just a wonderful supporter. So Michelle, I just want to say thank you so much for even thinking of me and sending me a card. I'm very grateful, and I'm gonna open it in front of everybody. So it says Merry Christmas. Look at that. I'm so happy. And it just says, taking a moment to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So I'm just, you know, nothing simple, but just the very fact that somebody thought of you, it really gives me all the feels. Like, I'm just so happy about that. So thank you so much. And then, so that was my Happy Mail. So that segment's over. Bye bye bye. So, well, actually no, because I guess everything that comes in the mail is Happy Mail, right? And these days everything comes in the mail. So I don't know if you guys remember, but of course you would remember. Z had her Just Feel Festive shawl celebration a couple months ago, and what is it? Yeah, because it's December. So yes, she had it back in October. And at the end of the celebration, she had like a grand giveaway, and I won one of the giveaways. So and I won an Amazon gift card. So what I did was I kind of like reinvested. So I bought this book, and it's called Crochet Every Way Stitch Dictionary. So I bought this book, and just kind of like in the spirit of learning how to write more patterns and wanting to design more things. This teaches you how to take certain stitch designs and like how to increase up a design, how to decrease, how to make it in a round, how to make it, you know, in a row or whatever. So, you know, it just kind of helps you along the way to do things like that, like to change direction, you know, increase, decrease, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, so I thought that was like super, you know, how to take any stitch and, you know, change the direction of it so you can like do other things. So I thought that was a great investment to, you know, just to encourage myself to do more designs and things like that. So I did that. Then I also purchased, because that wasn't my full, that didn't take up my full gift card amount. So I also purchased a new like selfie stick, so I can do tutorials, because like I wanted to get, you know how most people have the kind of camera holder or phone holder that like clamps on to a table, so that they can, like, you know, put their phone over their hands so that you can see their hands while they're doing their tutorial. So I purchased one of those, except for this one doesn't clamp and it's like portable. So actually, as soon as I figure out how to use it, I can show you what it does. So anyway, it has like this like detachable camera button, so that, you know, when you're not actually by the camera thing. So it tripods, it opens up like this, and then you pull it up, you extend it. So the tripod sits on the table at whatever height you need it or whatever. I haven't figured out how to take this off. Does this come off? Yes, it does. Oh, so here's the the remote, like when you want to, you know, start the camera rolling and stuff like that, and it fits in here, but it also detaches. So it sits in there when you're not using it. And then, you know, I hope I didn't just break it trying to demonstrate. I'm terrible. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then, you know, you put your phone here, but see, it has like the arm that tilts over, and, you know, you can swivel it, you know, whichever way you want to go. And so, yeah, so then it holds the phone over your hands so you can do your tutorials. So I'm gonna eventually start doing tutorials of some kind. I don't know just yet, because I'm still deciding what kind of tutorial gal I want to be, because I'm not sure if I'm ooh, I just dropped something. Sorry, I can't get it. I'm not sure if I'm particularly the type of gal to like teach how to crochet, but I definitely can teach or show how to create an object or an item or whatever. Like, the tutorials I may offer may not show you how to do a stitch unless it's like a specialty stitch, but, you know, just kind of like how the shacket tutorial is, or how the hooded cowl is. It's just kind of like a walkthrough. Like, you already know how to make a triangle, or make a triangle of your own kind, and, you know, I'll teach you how to get to the finish line, basically, on how to design a thing or whatever. So we'll see how that works and where that goes. But I am investing in supplies and things like that to get closer to that goal. Okay, so that's that. And then I wanted to tell you guys, I went to Hobby Lobby to get some yarn that I needed to finish a project. And no, I'm lying. I went to Hobby Lobby to find buttons to finish a project that I was working on. And when I went to that section, mostly everything was like 50% off. And so they had these beads that I thought were beautiful. I don't have no rhyme or reason. I had nothing to do with or for these beads, but I bought them because they were 50% off. Now, I do put a lot of beads on a lot of my projects, like a lot of my cowls and like my hooded cowls and things like that. I do beads, so they will come in handy. It's just that I haven't made any lately, so I had no official use for. Oh, I do put beads on my Cari keyhole scarves too. I do that, but yeah, I'll actually show you one right here that has a bead on it. So anyway, I bought these beads because they were beautiful. And they're all different shades of purple and beautifulness, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun getting stuff. So anyway, no, I bought these beads. I'm gonna show you. I bought these beads because these beads were 50% off, right? So I bought these beads. They're like little pearly spray paint pearls or whatever. There's some fingerless gloves that I make that I normally put like pearls and beads on them. So when I ever start making some more of those, you know, these will be really pretty on them. So I bought these, and I picked up these because This was $10.99, and I thought I was going to use my 40% off coupon to buy this. And so what happened was these were also 50% off, but there was no sign for these. So once they said that these were 50% off, you know, I went back in the store and then I bought these. The red box. So like they have like a couple of colors with, you know, the theme. So this is the red box. That was the purple box. They had a pink box. They had a black and white box. And I think a green box or a blue box or whatever. I didn't get those, but I did get these shades of greens and a little bit of blue in there, and then these shades of blue and gray. I got these. So yeah, they will definitely come in handy. I did not need them, but I can definitely use them. So I got those. Oh, got a pink box too. Got these. So yeah, pink. So yeah, got those. And then see, I'm late on everything. So I've never really bought or ordered yarn from Premier. I have never really used their yarn. It's not that accessible at my big box stores, and you know, so I don't really get them. But Rail from the Dabbling Hook had did this divine hat, and not only was it divine, but the colors in that yarn just was singing to me, and I was like, oh, that hat is so pretty. And she mentioned the yarn that it was, so of course I had to go buy some. I didn't need, guys, I don't need to buy yarn of any kind, especially when I have no project in mind for it. But I'm starting to buy yarns so that eventually I can make things for myself, because like I still buy yarns even though they you know, they give me all the feels, all the colors and stuff like that, but then I'll still make it, and then, you know, it's for somebody else. So I bought this yarn because this is the yarn that she had used in that hat, and it was a gorgeous hat. I don't even know what she did with it, but she didn't give it to me, so I had to get my own yarn so I can make something beautiful. So this is the Premier Muir Woods yarn. It's a 4-weight 100% acrylic yarn, and it has 170 yards in it or whatever. So look at the hat in the little display description yarn or whatever. Anyway, I bought it, so I have it and I'm happy. So I got that Muir Woods yarn. I got the Muir Woods in this, oh, that color was called Forget Me Not, and it's a very unforgettable color, because like that periwinkle in there, oh my god, if any shade of blue, if I can define any shade of blue that might be my favorite, it would be a periwinkle. Like I love a good periwinkle, and it's all up in there. I love it. So that was that one. I'm sorry for the plastic bagging, I just have to keep everything together. And this one is called Laurel, and it looks like that. And I think that's really pretty, and it's going to make a really beautiful project, whatever I decide to do. So then, being as though I was on the Premier website, I've been eyeballing this yarn forever. Sorry, I got a notification. I've been eyeballing this yarn forever, and I was just too cheap to buy it. I told you I'm a cheap girl. Like, I am a cheap girl. And so I didn't want to buy it, but I'm trying to remember. I think it might have been on sale, like $1 off, $2 off. But that was just enough because, you know, at the time, I don't know if it's always, but Premier Yarn has, if you spend a certain amount, you get free shipping. So I'd much rather spend more money and have more yarn and get the free shipping than to buy a small package and then have to pay shipping. So that's what I did. So this yarn I got is the Spun Colors by Premier. Guys, this yarn is so beautiful. I have no projects for any of them, and I bought 4 different colors and 2 of each. So yeah, so it's a medium 4 weight. It's 65% acrylic, 35% fine superwash merino. And I don't even do wool like that, but it's got it in it. It feels amazing. It looks amazing. And this colorway I'm about to show is Blue Ridge. Look at that. That's Blue Ridge. Isn't that amazing? Like, holy smokes. That is some beautiful stuff. And look how much you get. A lot. Like, what did I say? Did I tell y'all how much you get? No, I didn't. It's 419 yards in here. So you can definitely make a shawl, or I think I might make a really nice slouch hat with it, so I can like let my little curlies pop in the front or something. I don't know, but I love it. And I couldn't just pick just one, so I literally just bought all the ones that I love because they're lovable. This one is called River Rocks. River Rocks. That is some gorgeous stuff. Like, I really like that. And I'm like eyeballing and stalking the website in hopes that all of this stuff goes on sale some more so I can buy more. I'm not gonna buy it at regular price though. I just won't. And so you know, so this one is called Autumn. Oh my. Look at that. So this is called Autumn. I like every last one. Like, I don't know, man. This is some good stuff. I literally cannot wait for it to speak to me and tell me what it wants to be, because I don't know yet. I don't know yet. And the last one I have, the last color I bought was called sorry, I'm trying to squeeze it out the bag. This one is called Twilight. Bam. Woohoo. That is some pretty yarn. And it's really soft, you guys. I have a sensitivity to wool, so I don't really use it a lot, but these colors, I could not resist. I could not. And it's like a roving type of yarn. Beautiful. And it, you know, it looks is it self-striping? It's self-striping, but I guess it'd be more this is more variegated than self-striping, because the colors move so fast. Like every other stitch is going to be a new color. So yeah, so I'm excited about this stuff. And the last yarn, because I initially went to Premier because I was looking for puzzle yarn. So puzzle yarn is the type of yarn that they have that really makes a Cari that makes the Cari Keyhole scarf pop. Like, any color, any one of those puzzle yarns. I usually use like the Lion Brand Tweed Stripe, but they're discontinued. You can use the Michaels Loops and Threads brand, the Barcelona, and then the Premier Puzzle is all the same yarns. It's that tweedy self-striping yarn. So I actually had 3 colors and I only have 1 ball of it left, and so I'm gonna just show it to you so y'all can kind of know what I'm talking about. This is the Premier Puzzle yarn. And so I actually made a Cari Keyhole scarf with this yarn. I'll show that to you right here so you can see how that one turned out or whatever. But this makes fantastic keyhole scarves. So this is like, you know, the category 5 weight yarn. A lot of people are asking me about if you use worsted weight yarn. You can use worsted weight yarn. Just know that your measurements will be different. So if you're not using the gauge and just using, you know, the stitch count as the pattern is written, you're still going to have a beautiful outcome. It's just not going to have that stiff hold. Like your ruffles may be a little softer. They may like kind of flop a little bit, but still makes a beautiful scarf. I made one with a really soft 4 weight yarn just recently, and it was a really soft yarn. So it was like a roving type of yarn. So it was very dainty, flowy, like, you know, drapey type of keyhole scarf. So it can be done, and it still can be beautiful. So just, you know, just to throw that out to you. So yeah, so that's that. My box is empty now. I've just showed all that I have to show for now. I definitely want to try to come back, even if not before Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates. If not, hopefully before. I'll definitely be gonna post again before 2020 ends. So I will say that. But yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm here, guys. I'm hanging out. You know, if you hit me up, I will respond. Even if I'm not posting videos, I'm definitely around. So so yeah, I just, you know, not only, you know, do you have to find time to record, but, you know, I have to find quiet. I have to find time when it's not like my kids are trying to get something to eat from me, or like any of those other things, or when I just, you know, want to just not do anything. I don't get to do nothing hardly ever. So the moments that I do get to do nothing, I'm trying to do nothing like really hard. So so yeah, but yeah, I love you guys, and I you know, I'll be back soon, and yeah, that's it. I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.